What is up, guys? Welcome back to At Home Fitness with CrossFit Humanity. CrossFit Humanity. I'm Roderick Hudson. Let's do it, team. So it's a good one today. The first movement we're doing in the warm-up is one of my all-time favorites. So, as I said already 3 times, 4 rounds. We're gonna start with 8 quadruped around the world. We're gonna move into 12 tuck-ups, and we're gonna do some air squats as well for the quadruped around the world. So go ahead and go on all 4s. You want to make sure that your knees are right underneath your hips, hands are underneath the shoulders, and you're going to take your knees off the ground just barely. So go like that, perfect. Then the around the world part. When you guys lift one of your limbs, you want to make sure that your body's not shifting around. Pretend I put a plate of food right on your back. So once he moves one of his arms, he's just going to take it off the ground for a second. Nice, and your goal is not to let the hips shift anywhere. Go ahead and do your other arm, one of your feet, and other one. As you guys get fatigued, I'm going to have them do 2 more while I talk. As you get fatigued, it's going to be really tempting to kind of shift your weight and bring your knees up higher, but keep those as close to the floor as you can. For the tuck-ups, guys, go ahead and roll over onto your back. From here, one of my favorite cues is to get your upper body off the floor first. So upper body first, and then bring those knees up, and that's going to make sure your back gets off the ground, and then he's going to go right back down, feet touch the ground, hands touch the ground, right back up. He's going to do 12 of those bad boys. And once he pops up, your guys' all-time favorite, air squats are up next. Make sure you guys are reaching full depth, hands straight out in front of you. Don't get lazy on me, make sure we're still getting depth. And you guys are going to perform 4 rounds of that. So next up for our workout is a 30-minute EMOM. Your score is going to be the amount of V-ups and mountain climbers you do. So make sure you guys submit your scores on Wodify, all right? So how it's going to go. 3, 2, 1, go. Minute 1, you guys are going to do a side plank. Let's go and see a side plank, Huddy. For some modifications for you guys, if this is too challenging, you can put your feet like in a scissor position, a little bit more balance. You can even drop down to the elbow if you need to, which is fine. If this is still too challenging, guys, go ahead and put this leg on the ground. Your left leg, there you go. And you're gonna keep the hips off the ground still from here, okay? Those are all the modifications. 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other side. Once you finish, just stay on the ground, lay on your back. Moving on to V-ups. Now, just like that tuck-up, guys, get your upper body off the floor first. Point your toes, feet together. Touch your toes every time. Let's have him do 3 more. Yeah. Try to match it up so you guys are going to the floor and tucking up at the exact same time. Then we have a wall sit. Now, make sure you guys don't scuff up your walls or else someone's gonna be mad. By the wall, you're gonna bring your feet into your squat position, same exact spot, and you're gonna lower down to parallel, and you're just gonna hold there. Now, for your hands, what are my hands supposed to be doing? You can do the Macarena. Just don't have your hands on your thighs. Anything else you want, you can do prayer, whatever you guys want on the hands, all right? Once you finish that, you're gonna stand up out of that, and we're moving on to an arch hold, where you're face down, head's gonna be on the floor. Now, some important things here. You don't lift up using your lower back. You're gonna squeeze your glutes, and you're gonna lift your hands off the ground, keeping your nose facing the floor. So overextend for me on purpose with your head, look at your head. Don't do that, guys. Keep the chin tucked, hands stay up, scap's nice and good. Glutes are activated. That's your arch hold. You guys are holding that entire minute. And then lastly, we have those mountain climbers. I'm gonna show you guys how not to do mountain climbers first, and then show you what I'm looking for. So go ahead and get in your mountain climber position. Now, you don't want the front foot to come in contact with the ground. So go ahead and jump up with one knee and put your foot on the ground. Boom. You don't want that. That's more of like, I think it's called grasshoppers. We're not doing that, guys. So bring the knee up to the chest and keep it floating. There you go. And you're just gonna shift left and right, alternate right there, keeping that front foot off the ground. Protracting up here. If you guys don't know what that is, we talked about it in the last video. Retraction, protraction, pushing out. Go ahead and relax for me. And you're going to do 6 rounds of this, 30 minutes. So start your timer, make sure it beeps every minute, and that's 30 minutes for you guys on that fitness. Again, your score is the amount of V-ups and mountain climbers you get. Now, if that wasn't enough fitness for you guys, we have some extra credit. We have bench dips. You guys can do these on the couch. You guys can find a surface that's kind of bench height, that he's grabbing our bench for us right now. If you guys totally can't find a bench or anything to do bench dips off of, you guys can do some close grip push-ups. So if you do have a bench, what I actually want him to do real quick is just go and sit all the way on the ground. There you go. That's as close as you're going to be to the bench, guys. You don't want to have your butt scoop too far. It's going to be right there. He's going to press up. You're going to go as slow as you can, squeezing your back together and pressing through. You guys might feel a nice stretch in the front. Now, you're going to do 100 of these. Every time you break, so let's say he gets really tired, he finishes his last one, you're gonna move on to 10 clean and press. If you guys have something to use like this is dish soap. It's full. Now what you wanna do when you do this is, we're gonna have Hudson show us. You don't want to bring it into like conventional front rack position and press. You're actually going to bring it straight out in front of you, keeping the weight out here in front and pressing straight up. And he's going to do 10 of those on each side every time he breaks on his bench dips. We'll have him do the other side too, just to even himself out. Go ahead and face the camera this time. Yeah, getting some fitness in, guys. So that is all the fitness we have for you today. If you guys have any questions, make sure you comment down below, email us, text us, FaceTime us, do anything that you can so we get you the information you need. We'll see you guys in the next workout.